This is a special event close to my heart, with a very special focus on some of the world's most vulnerable children, children recruited and exploited by terrorist and violent extremist groups. In recent years, their number has increased markedly. This recruitment and exploitation of children by terrorist groups is a serious form of violence. It has terrible short and long-term implications for children who are often victims of extreme brutality. Ultimately, their young lives are at risk. It also affects security for society as a whole, because once associated with these groups, these children may end up perpetrating acts of violence toward others. The scale and nature of the phenomenon call for urgent action. The European Union is committed to fighting violence against children in all its forms, to protecting children in vulnerable situations, and to promoting child-friendly justice. Radicalization is a complex phenomenon. It is also a global challenge, and it requires international action as part of a global strategy. We need a strategy that extends well beyond the rule of law, beyond security and law enforcement measures. A strategy that draws upon our system-wide capacities to respond to violent extremism and that promotes regional and cross-national exchange of practice. The European Union is supporting just such a program. Our global program is called STRIVE, or Strengthening Resilience to Violent Extremism. It empowers women and youth, promotes community dialogue, and improves the capacity of media and education sectors to fight against radicalizing ideologies. Children have a special place in this program through a specific action called STRIVE Juvenile. STRIVE Juvenile acknowledges that children can be extremely vulnerable to terrorist tactics, and it recognizes that children have their own power to transform societal dynamics. When we invest in children, when we rehabilitate and reintegrate children who were once associated with terrorist and violent extremist groups, when we empower children, we prevent violent extremism and help build peaceful societies. To be able to do so, we need to have a clear view of the challenges we face and to know what works and what doesn't. When it comes to terrorism and violent extremism, states' resources are often directed towards responding to urgent and pressing threats. And that is not the most effective way forward and may lead to further harm. To be effective, we need sound evidence. We need data collection and analysis so that we can measure and evaluate progress. More research is needed on the root causes of child recruitment by terrorist groups, on the effects of violence and exploitation on children's well-being and development, on the interventions that are most effective in rehabilitating and reintegrating these children. STRIVE Juvenile seeks to do exactly that. The action includes a robust research component to identify and disseminate promising practices. Clearly, to be successful, we need to partner with others. And I am most grateful to share this panel with representatives of the 3 partner countries that will take part in STRIVE. Each of them plays a crucial role in setting the agenda within their region and beyond. Their commitment to the cause of children can be truly transformative. Indonesia has played a leading role in the ASEAN region and beyond by advocating the rehabilitation and reintegration of children associated with terrorist groups. The Bali call for action is an excellent example of political leadership, fostering rehabilitation and reintegration at home, including for child returnees. Iraq, for its part, has been deeply affected by terrorist violence during recent years, and we have to commend its government's commitment to the cause of children. Building security for children, especially children who have been victims of horrific violence at the hands of terrorist groups, is challenging, even more so in a post-conflict scenario. Nigeria was among the first countries to sound the alarm on how horrible and pervasive child recruitment by terrorist groups really is. Children have been among the preferred recruitment targets of Boko Haram and Islamic State. Today, with its engagement for rehabilitating and reintegrating these children, Nigeria serves as an example to a region that continues to be very strongly affected by this phenomenon. Finally, the European Union is glad to join hands with you in ODC in this crucial initiative. We must be able to rely on a partner that fully shares our commitment to the rule of law, human rights, and to countering terrorism effectively. Respect for human rights and the rule of law is essential for sustainable security. Because of its dual mandate and long-standing experience, both in counterterrorism and in tackling violence against children, UNODC has the ability to reach out to both sides, to the security sector, including the justice system, and to child protection actors. And we believe this will be key to the success of our cooperation and of this program. Because success is crucial. The happiness and development of the children and their communities depend on it. So does stability, and so does peace. Thank you very much for your attention.